Well, hello there. Welcome to Live with Lynn. If you are on live, be sure to say hi so I know you're here. And if you're watching replay, please put replay in the comments. Anyway, thanks for being here today. So today I want to talk about my give back for the month. And I'm asking you to help me help Hope Lodge. I can't even talk today. Please help me help Hope Lodge. That's a lot of H's. Anyway, you know what? This last week, I announced my Give Back program. I had just gotten back from Avon Rep Fest, which is Avon's big convention for the year. And it was in New Orleans this year. And I was just feeling so blessed because I had earned 7 huge awards. You can see these. These are like our Emmys. They're heavy, so Avon shipped them to me. I had 7 of these. When I got home from Rep Fest, they were at my house. And, my business is booming. Things are going great. Everything is going wonderful in our house. My business is gaining momentum. Our team is growing. I have my wonderful husband by my side, and I haven't had to work since like 2008, I think it was. I've worked, but I haven't had a job. I've just had my Avon business and my home business, and so I just feel so blessed. And so I want to give back and pay it forward, and that's what this is all about. This is all about me helping, paying back from what I can do, right? And so before I get started on Hope Lodge and why them, I want to give you a little bit of a backstory that might help you understand where I'm coming from. But it was way back. It was a long time, many, many years ago. It was December 1977. My daughter was going to turn 2 in February. So she was just 1, almost 2. And all of a sudden she got really sick. Really sick. She had 108-degree temperature. She was having seizures. I rushed her to the hospital. They thought she had spinal meningitis, but they kept testing her and they had to do spinal taps and they kept coming up negative. And then my daughter went into a coma and she was on life support for 3 weeks. And, finally, on Christmas Eve that year, so 3 weeks, at the time they did a brainwave test, an EEG. And if it showed no brain activity, the policy was to wait 24 hours and then do a second one. And if it still showed no brain activity, then they unhooked the life support. And so she did on Christmas Eve. She had no brain activity. And so the next day, Christmas Day, and my church was praying. I was praying. I was scared to death, right? The next day they came in and they said she had no brain activity and they unhooked her. And, just really quick, rather than going through the whole story, she turned blue. She started choking and they shoved me out of the room, called code red, came and shocked her. And she came out of it. And then, miracle of miracles, all of a sudden, one of the tests came back with a virus called Haemophilus influenza, which had then turned into spinal meningitis. And Haemophilus influenza, they now have a vaccine for, but they didn't know at the time what that was, and it almost killed my daughter. But she lived. But you know what? I was only 19, and I was terrified. I was all by myself. I was scared to death that if I left her room, she wouldn't be there when I came back, and I was just terrified. And then, so now moving to today, with all the work I've done with the American Cancer Society and with Avon and women's women's issues and things like that, and I've learned about Hope Lodge. And Hope Lodge is run by the American Cancer Society, but it's a lodge. This is actually the picture of the one in Utah. It's a beautiful building, isn't it? So there's actually only, let me see, I have notes on here. Well, I guess I'll get to it. But this one is in Utah. It's a non-medical facility where they provide community and support to cancer patients, especially patients that have to leave their home and travel to another city to get treatment. So a lot of times patients will travel to Salt Lake City for their cancer treatment, but they have nowhere to stay. So Hope Lodge provides them a room, and they provide them support from professionals, families, friends, and other cancer patients so that they have the support so they don't have to go through this alone. And that to me is a big deal, right? And so, here it is. Hope Lodge is one of 32 lodges throughout the entire nation. It's the only one in Utah. And this one was opened in 2015, and it stands to serve thousands of cancer patients and their caregivers in the years to come. And so they've already served over 13,000 patients in the 4 years that they've been open. How cool is that? 13,000 patients, giving over 45,000 nights of free lodging. So I've been in this facility. They have rooms for the patient and their caregiver, they share a room with 2 beds. So it's like a little bit like a hotel room, right? It's a room, and they have a bathroom and all that. And then they have a common area downstairs, and they have like these kitchens, these amazing kitchens. They have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. And like maybe 4 patients are assigned to each area of the kitchen, but they have their own refrigerator, their own space for food. And so their caregiver can provide food there or cook food there. Plus they have volunteers that come in and cook. And it's just amazing. And these guys all get this support. And it's just so amazing. So with Hope, like I said, with Hope Lodge, nobody has to face cancer alone. And so that's why I feel so strongly about this cause, because I've been there, not with cancer, but I've been there, and I know what it's like to be alone when you're facing a medical emergency. And so because I feel so strongly, I'm giving 50% of my earnings to this cause. 50% of everything I make through this fundraiser is going to go to Hope Lodge. So I need your help. Will you help me? Because, you know, I'll post a link in this post, and then if you'll like and share it, I need just get as many eyes on this as possible. Let's get as many eyes on this fundraiser and get some money coming in that will go to this amazing cause. Because it's just an amazing cause. I want to give back. I'm so blessed, and I'm rambling, and I'm sorry, but let's see what we can do to help other people not have to be alone. Okay. Thanks for being here with me today. Hope you have a great day. I'll put the link in the description of the post, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.